Introduction.
Why are you so excited, Vedika? Because we are leaving for Jaipur tonight, Latika. Wow, that's great, Vedika. At what time will you leave? Our train departs at 21:30 hours. We leave the house 50 minutes in advance. In short, you will leave at 8:40 p.m.? Am I right, Vedika?
Yes, Latika. In this lesson, you will learn about time. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to express time using a 24-hour clock, convert time from larger to smaller units and vice versa, perform addition and subtraction operations on time. 24-hour clock. 24-hour clock is commonly used to specify the time of train and plane departures, take-off time of space shuttles, time of attack by the armed forces, etc. In order to understand it better, let us compare 12-hour and 24-hour clocks. Convert time from 12-hour clock to 24-hour clock. Convert time from 24-hour clock to 12-hour clock. Let us learn in detail. Comparison with 12-hour clock. This is a 12-hour clock. It divides a 24-hour day into two equal halves made up of 12 hours each. The first half of the day stretches from 12 midnight to 12 noon, and the hours are indicated by AM. The second half of the day stretches from 12 noon to 12 midnight, and the hours are indicated by PM. The 24-hour clock numbers the 24 hours of the day from 1 to 24. It denotes the start of the day as 0000 hours and the end as 2400 hours. The first two digits in the time represent hours and the last two minutes. The 24-hour clock does not use AM or PM to differentiate between the first and the second halves of the day. Conversion to 24-hour clock. Both the 12-hour and 24-hour clocks denote the first 12 hours of the day in an identical manner. 7:30 a.m. on the 12-hour clock is represented as 0730 hours on the 24-hour clock. Similarly, 11:45 a.m. is represented as 1145 hours. The 24-hour clock denotes all times corresponding to AM on the 12-hour clock with values smaller than 1200. After 12 noon, the two clocks differ in their representation of time. 1 p.m. on the 12-hour clock is represented as 1300 hours on the 24-hour clock. 1300 is nothing but 1200 plus 0100. Similarly, 11 p.m. on the 12-hour clock is represented as self-assessment. Match the accurate time of 12-hour pattern with 24 patterns. Time conversion. Here are some facts about time. 1 year is equal to 52 weeks. 1 month is equal to 4 weeks. 1 year is equal to 365 days. 1 month is equal to 30 days. 1 fortnight is equal to 15 days. 1 week is equal to 7 days. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Let us put these facts to use and perform. Conversions from larger to smaller units. Conversions from smaller to larger units. Larger to smaller units. Rashmi's father has left for Dehradun. He will be there for a week and 7 hours. Express his stay in Dehradun in hours. 1 week is equal to 7 days. 1 day is equal to 24 hours. 7 days is equal to 24 multiplied by 7 is equal to 168 hours. 1 week and 7 hours is equal to 168 plus 7 is equal to 175 hours. Rashmi's father will be in Dehradun for 175 hours. Karishma takes 22 minutes and 30 seconds to finish her lunch. Express the time taken by Karishma to finish her lunch in seconds. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. 22 minutes is equal to 22 into 60 is equal to 1320 seconds. 22 minutes and 30 seconds is equal to 1320 plus 30 is equal to 1350 seconds. Karishma takes 1350 seconds to finish her lunch. Sabah's brother has returned home after completing his education abroad. He was in USA for 2 years and 5 weeks. Express Sabah's brother's stay in the USA in days. 1 year is equal to 365 days. 2 years is equal to 365 into 2 is equal to 730 days. 1 week is equal to 7 days. 5 weeks is equal to 7 into 5 is equal to 35 days. 2 years and 5 weeks is equal to 730 plus 35 operations on time. Let us now learn to perform the following operations on time. Addition, subtraction. Addition. Let us understand how to add 2 times. Latika studied for 3 hours and 40 minutes on Monday and 4 hours and 50 minutes on Tuesday. How much total time did Latika spend studying? Time Latika spent on studies on Monday is equal to 3 hours 40 minutes. Time Latika spent on studies on Tuesday is equal to 4 hours 50 minutes. Total time Latika spent studying is equal to 7 hours 90 minutes. We know that 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So we subtract 60 from 90 minutes and add 1 to 7 hours. Therefore, Latika spent 8 hours and 30 minutes studying. During the summer break, Vedika spent 3 weeks and 4 days with her aunt and 2 weeks and 6 days with her uncle. How much time did Vedika spend with her relatives? Time Vedika spent with her aunt is 3 weeks, 4 days. Time Vedika spent with her uncle is 2 weeks, 6 days. Total time Vedika spent with relatives is 5 weeks, 10 days. We know that 1 week is equal to 7 days. So we subtract 7 from 10 days and add 1 to 5 weeks. Therefore, Vedika spent 6 weeks and 3 days with her relatives. Subtraction. Ashish slept 10 hours and 35 minutes on a Sunday. His brother Bhavesh slept 6 hours and 50 minutes on the same day. How much more did Ashish sleep than Bhavesh? Ashish slept for 10 hours, 35 minutes. Bhavesh slept for 6 hours, 50 minutes. We cannot subtract 50 from 35, so we borrow an hour. We add 60 to minutes and subtract 1 from hours. Now we can perform the subtraction. Therefore, Ashish slept 3 hours and 45 minutes more than Bhavesh. Asha begins work at 7:30 a.m. and stops working at 10:15 p.m. How long does Asha work? We first express the times according to the 24-hour clock. Asha stops work at 22:15 hours, that is 1200 plus 1015. Asha begins work at 0730 hours. We cannot subtract 30 from 15, so we borrow an hour. We add 60 minutes and subtract 1 from hours. Let us subtract now. Therefore, Asha works 14 hours and 45 minutes. Vani left for her grandmother's place at 6:40 p.m. on Friday and reached at 10:30 a.m. on Sunday. How much time did she spend traveling? Friday 6:40 p.m. to Saturday 6:40 p.m. is equal to 24 hours. Let us now use the 24-hour clock. Traveling time from Saturday 6:40 p.m. to Saturday 12 midnight is equal to 2400 hours minus 1840 hours, which is equal to 5 hours and 20 minutes. Traveling time from Sunday 12 midnight to Sunday 10:30 a.m. is equal to 10 hours 30 minutes. Total traveling time is equal to 39 hours and 50 minutes. Therefore, Vani spent 39 hours and 50 minutes traveling. Ria's father was born on 25th December 1967. He started his business on 15th March 1991. How old was he when he started working? Number of years from 25th December 1967 to 24th December 1990, which is 1990 minus 1967, means 23 years. Number of months. Self-assessment. Kids, it's time to know what you have learned. Read questions carefully and click on the correct option. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. The 24-hour clock denotes the start of the day as 0000 hours and the end as 2400 hours. It denotes all times corresponding to AM on the 12-hour clock with values smaller than 1200. It denotes all times corresponding to PM on the 12-hour clock with values larger than 1200. We multiply to convert larger units of time into smaller units.